In this video, let's talk about Coraline, which many people consider one of the scariest animated movies ever created. Right from the start, this film sets a spooky tone that grabs your attention. It does this with its strange, almost mutated colors, dark and gloomy skies, and an overwhelming sense of isolation that permeates the story. All of these elements are carefully crafted to make you feel a bit uncomfortable, which is really effective. Unlike many animated films that are typically filled with bright colors and warmth, Coraline takes a different approach. Instead, it presents us with a world that feels just a bit off-kilter, leaving viewers with a lingering sense of unease throughout. One of the key locations in the movie is the Pink Palace, which is meant to be Coraline's new home. However, even this place, which at first glance might seem interesting, does not feel warm and inviting at all. Instead, it has an air of mystery and hidden secrets, and you can feel that something is not quite right the moment you lay eyes on it. One of the most impressive tricks that this movie pulls off is the way it creates the illusion of a better world. When Coraline steps through that small mysterious door, everything around her changes in an instant. The colors are brighter, the atmosphere is cheerful, and there's a sense of excitement that's completely different from what she experiences in her everyday life. The food is not just good, it's delicious and appealing. Her other parents, who she meets in this alternate reality, are kind and attentive in ways that her real parents aren't, and the whole environment feels like a dream come true. But even in the midst of this seemingly perfect life, there's an underlying feeling that something isn't quite right. This is where the brilliance of the film shines through. It captures Coraline's emotions beautifully, making us feel that same sense of wonder mixed with unease. It presents us with a picture of a life that seems perfect on the surface, enticing us with its allure, but deep down there's a nagging feeling that something is off. It's that classic sensation of wondering if something is too good to be true, and the movie expertly plays with that notion.
And soon as you're through eating, I thought we'd play a game.
You mean like hide and seek?
Perfect! Hide and seek in the rain.
What rain?
It's impossible to overlook one of the most chilling characters in the movie, the beldam, often referred to as the other mother. At first glance, she seems to embody warmth and love, which makes her initial appearance quite inviting. But as the story unfolds, we begin to see her true horrifying nature. She has a sinister way of charming children, offering them everything their hearts desire, only to betray them in the most shocking way. She snatches their eyes right from their heads and replaces them with buttons, a gruesome twist that reveals just how malevolent she truly is. But what really sends shivers down our spines is her actual form, which looks like something straight out of a nightmare.
Now, you're going to stay here forever.
With her skeletal frame, elongated limbs, and sharp fingers, the other mother is a terrifying figure that represents a greater evil. She's not just after children to keep them, she completely erases their existence. This chilling aspect of her character becomes even more apparent when Coraline encounters the ghost children who have fallen victim to her wickedness.
Why are you all here?
The beldam. She spied on our lives through the little doll's eyes.
Saw that we weren't happy,
So she lured us away
with treasures and treats,
and games to play.
gave all that we asked,
Yet we still wanted more.
so we let her sew the buttons.
Their haunted appearances serve as a grim reminder of the terrible price they paid. They lost everything, their homes, their families, and even their own names. This brings a haunting sense of loss and fear, emphasizing how easily someone could take away our identities, leaving us as mere shadows of who we once were. The unique stop-motion animation used in the film also significantly enhances this unnerving atmosphere. The slightly unnatural movements of the characters and objects make the horror feel even more palpable, drawing us deeper into this unsettling world. Everything, from the creepiness of the other mother to the eerie silence of the ghost children's plight, is brought to life in a way that stays with us long after the film ends. The music in Coraline is really clever because it doesn't try to scare you with sudden loud noises like most horror movies do. Instead, It uses these really delicate, creepy tunes, like you might hear whispers or unsettling little chimes. Sometimes, it even uses lullabies, but they're twisted and strange. This all works together to make you feel uneasy, even when nothing really scary seems to be happening on the screen. It's like this constant underlying sense of sketchiness that sticks with you throughout the whole movie. One of the things the movie does so well is showing how Coraline's real parents aren't actually evil people. They're not trying to hurt her, but they're just not really paying attention to her. They're always busy with their own things, too distracted to really listen to what she's saying or notice how she's feeling. Because Coraline feels like she's not being heard or that she's being ignored, she becomes more vulnerable and drawn to the other mother. Even though we as the audience can see that it's obviously a trap, Coraline's desire to be seen and understood is so strong that it makes her susceptible to the other mother's false promises.